What is going on, mis pollas? Welcome back to my channel. I know that I've been long gone when it comes down to me doing makeup up in my channel here. I truly apologize, but if you do follow me constantly on Instagram, you know that I just had a baby last month, the month of July. He was born July 3rd, 2020. So today I decided to sit down and do a Q&A, get ready with me. So if you want to know or you want to know where I've been or how life has been, then keep on watching. So while I chat, I'm gonna be doing my makeup because I seriously have not sat down and done my makeup in a while. And the reason being is because being a mom, it's crazy, guys. Like, it's a blessing, but you kind of don't have self-care as much as when you're not a mom. Obviously before I had so much free time where I can do my makeup and not put not, you know, obviously right now I had to send Levi out with my mom to be able to film this video. So that's why I haven't been sitting down to film a video, guys. I've been a hot mess. I barely went to go do my eyebrows, thank God. My sister came to take care of Levi, and I went to go do my eyebrows, and that's why my eyebrows look so nice and clean. But as you guys can see, my hair has not been dyed. It's been officially 9 months since I've dyed my hair, and you guys know that the coronavirus whole situation is going on, so my hairstylist is currently not open, and that's why I haven't got my hair did. But if I had the opportunity, I would totally go and do it, because I've been wanting to go dye my hair back to blonde for so long. And the reason why I didn't do it while I was pregnant was because I didn't want anything to cause problems to Levi while he was in my belly, because they say that it's best to not dye your hair while you're pregnant, and I decided to not do that. So anyways, I'm gonna start off by doing my brows. So if you have not yet watched my labor and delivery video, make sure you guys do. It's a very special and emotional video. I think it's been one of my favorite videos here on my YouTube channel, because it's my baby, you know, being born, and it was a really crazy journey as far as like how it went. Did not plan to have my baby boy at 34 weeks. He was a premature baby, and although I was scared because it was in time, I knew that God had a plan for us, and I did not question it at all why things went the way they went. I wouldn't have had it any other way, and it was such a beautiful experience, best experience I've ever experienced in my whole 29 years, guys. Just turned 29 August 14th of this year. So this birthday was super more special than other birthdays because I spent it with my husband Alvaro and my baby Levi. So it was a special one. You guys know that my water broke at 34 weeks, and it was such a crazy night for me because I did not expect my water to break. So the way that my day went was was super normal for a normal day. I did go to work on that day, June 30th. That's when my water broke. And I just remember that I was craving gorditas de maíz, some corn gorditas, and that's like a special, like it's like pupusas, but like not really. It's like a corn tortilla, and you kind of open it in the middle and you just put whatever stew you want in the middle. So I remember that I was craving corn gorditas so bad. It was one of the cravings, one of the last cravings that I had, and I was just like, oh my god, like I need to go get some maseca, some, you know, like the type of flour that I have to go get. And I didn't want to go to the store, and I just remember calling my mom and asking her if I could have a little bit, because she, you know, she does have a taco truck. So she has all the ingredients that I need to make Mexican food. So I just remember calling my mom, and I told her like, Mom, can I have some maseca, because I'm craving gorditas de maíz. And she was like, yeah, come over and just come and get some. So I remember I called my sister was home, and my sister got it for me, and I just went to go pick it up, left my mom's house, came home, and I started cooking. And mind you, this was after I got off work. I did have a really stressful day at work, and it was to the point that I was just like, oh my god, like this happened a week before I went on maternity leave. The week after was gonna be my last week before I went to maternity leave. And I was just like, yes, like I'm almost out. But at the same time, I was super stressed because I was getting all these tasks that management wanted me to do before I left on maternity leave. So they can be ready for me to go on maternity leave, and you know, the people that were gonna stay, for me to train them well, for them to know what they had to do once I was gone. So I just remember getting off work, and I had this whole list that they gave me, and I was stressing about it because I was like, I can't wait to like just be on maternity leave, because I just cannot, with this pressure of leaving things in order before I leave. And I just had a really tough day that whole day at work, and I just wanted to come home, eat my gorditas, and just relax. So once I got home, I made my gorditas. I enjoyed them. My mom did have my favorite stews for the gorditas. Surprisingly, she had picadillo with papas ready, and some beans and rice, and I was just loving life, because I was like, oh my god, like crazy that I was craving gorditas, and my mom had everything that I needed, and I didn't have to make the stew and all of that. So it was a perfect day for me to have gorditas and me craving gorditas. And I just remember that once I ate, I sat on the couch and did not get up from there. I'm going to tell you guys real quick, I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade in the colored chocolate, and then I just put a brown shadow to fill in my brows. And then right now I'm gonna go in with my Nude Mood ColourPop Cosmetics palette, and I'm just gonna take the AU Neutral color that is on here, and I did kind of put this color on top of the concealer that I put on my eyelid to seal that concealer in. Concealer that I used was of Cosmetics in the color Medium Sand. And then right now I'm gonna go in with my M506 and take that one, a Neutral color. Just put it on my crease. So right after I sat on the couch, guys, I did not get up. I was just watching TV. I just remember being super lazy and watching TV. I was super done with waking up early to go to work, I just wanted to stay home and not be stressed about work anymore, you know. Like, I was just to the point that I was just super tired of dealing with the BS at work, and I just wanted for it to be over and me not going to work, you know. I was mostly tired. My feet were swollen. I was just so tired, guys. I wanted to just relax and just stay home, and I can honestly say that I stayed at work until I popped my baby out. So you know, the thing that gets me really mad, but I just, you know, I'm just like, whatever, like, things happen for a reason and lesson learned. But one thing that that angers me is the fact that I kept telling my OBGYN how I felt, and he kept saying, you can do it, you're almost on maternity leave. Yet I was screaming, I do not feel good going to work. Like, I need to rest already. Like, my body needs rest. I need to stay home. And although, like I said, I don't question God why I popped at 34 weeks, sometimes I do feel that it was the stress and the fact that I was just so tired. And that is why Levi came out early. And I feel like that's what it was, but I don't question it. But my theory is that I was tired and nobody heard me when I was screaming, I'm tired, I want to stay home, please release me on early maternity leave. But my OBGYN just decided not to, and he thought that it was best to continue working because my job was just sitting down. But mentally, I was stressing out, and like, it just gets me mad talking about it, mis pollas. But I wouldn't have it any other way. My experience, I would not change not one thing. And I just remember that day Alvaro did not go to work. He was actually with his friend Caesar all day. I believe they were working on a truck that Alvaro bought, and you guys will see that truck later on because he's almost done with it. But he was working on that truck for the whole day, and I just remember that it was about to be 10 or 9:30 around there. Yeah, it was gonna be almost 10, and I remember I texted Alvaro and I said, hey babe, are you coming, because I want to put the whole food away, and I just want to clean the kitchen because I want to take a shower already. I want to go to bed. And he said, yeah, I'm on my way. Because mind you, I wanted to make him some gorditas, freshly made, nice and hot, for him to have a hot meal when he came home. So he said yeah, so he told me I'm on my way. So I started making the gorditas, got up from the couch, started cooking, and he got home, he ate his gorditas, and I just remember saying, okay babe, I'm gonna go in the shower. Before going in the shower, I just remember telling him, oh my god babe, like, I started telling him about my day, like, I'm stressing out because they gave me this whole list of things that I have to get done before I go on my maternity leave, and I just do not want to go to work. Like, I'm just so tired. I was just kind of venting to him how my day had gone, and he was telling me, like, don't worry babe, like, you're almost going to be going on maternity leave, 1 more week, you're almost out. And I was just like, yeah, you're right. And I remember that I got out of the shower and put my PJs on, and I decided to settle in to go into bed. I was positioning myself with my pregnancy pillow already. I remember I was putting my pregnancy pillow between my legs, and I decided to tell Alvaro, like, babe, like, can you give me a foot massage? Like, I really needed it, because if you follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I had the most swollen feet ever, because I had so much water. I was retaining a lot of water, and my feet were super swollen to the point that they hurt so bad. And I remember telling Alvaro, can you give me a foot massage? And he said yeah. He got out of the shower, started massaging my feet, and while he was massaging my feet, I just remember being on my phone and relaxing, him giving me a foot massage, and out of nowhere I just felt this gush of water coming out from down there. And I just told, I just remember telling Alvaro, I just peed myself. He jumped out of the bed and said, what? And he spread my legs and was just like, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's coming out, it's coming out, keeps coming out. I can't hold my pee in, because this moment I thought I was peeing myself. And I said, oh my god, babe, I think my water just broke, because I can't control the fact that this that I keep peeing myself. And he was just like, my bags were ready. You guys know that I was ready. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna keep saying this because I kind of posted everything on Instagram. I had my my hospital bag ready, and everything, guys. Like, I had everything ready. Levi's diaper bag as well, everything. Like, I was just like, por si en caso, you know, like, I'm gonna have everything ready. So I did. And I just remember Alvaro coming towards the back, grabbing the hospital bag. He was like literally almost throwing up, and then he wanted to poop so bad. I know it's too much info, but he was just super nervous, and I just told him, please babe, calm down, because you're making me super nervous. And he's like, no, like, we need to go. So you know, I do remember my OBGYN saying, like, if your water breaks beforehand, if anything, just call me before coming to the hospital, because sometimes it's a false alarm. So I remember I called the hospital, and I kept telling Alvaro, no, I don't want to leave I don't want to leave yet until I talk to my OBGYN on the phone. And he's like, no, like he's not, like, he's like, all right, whatever, we'll wait for a little bit. So they told me that my OBGYN was on call, so he was gonna give me a call back, and I gave them my phone number and everything, and he wasn't calling back. Like, I think about 30 minutes to 35 minutes went passed, and he was not calling me back, and Alvaro was getting concerned, and he's like, I'm not waiting anymore, we have to go. So I just remember, as you guys seen in the vlog, in my birth and delivery vlog, I was grabbing my blankets. I was just getting things, like little things here and there that I didn't have prepared, and I couldn't even think. I just remember telling Alvaro, like, I need to get the cameras, I need to get my contacts, my glasses, and he was just like, okay, like, let's go, you know. So, oh, and I remember trying to call my mom. We were calling my mother-in-law. We were calling, like, almost everyone, because I wanted to see if it was my water that had broke, because I wasn't sure if it was that or not. That nobody answered me. My mom was working, because she does work in the night shift in her taco truck, and she was super busy that she didn't answer the phone. My mother-in-law was in the hospital with Alvaro's grandma, which she was in intensive care, and my mother-in-law didn't answer us for that reason, and I wasn't getting you know, a call back from no one. And my Alvaro said, hey, we should call Belinda, which is Alvaro's sister-in-law was just like, let's just call her. She's had her babies too, so she knows like what it is when your water breaks and everything, so let's just call her and ask her. So I did. I called her and I said, hey, when your water breaks, how does it feel and all of that? And she was like, I think your water just broke, so if I was you, I would go to the hospital. Right after I hanged up with her, like my mom called me, and she's like, hey, what's going on? I told my mom like, hey mom, I think my water just broke. This is how it's coming out. And I just kept describing how I was feeling and how I was getting like, you know, water coming out like, you know, out of nowhere. And my mom's like, yeah, just leave right away, like it is that your water that broke. So I was just like, all right mom. And she's like, it's time. They were excited, but like we were all excited, guys, but at the same time I was scared because it was 34 weeks. It was not time. I just kept telling Alvaro like, it's not time yet, it's not time yet. And he's just like, oh well, like your water broke, you know. And we got our stuff, we left to the hospital. Once I got there, they checked me in, and I thought Alvaro wasn't gonna be able to come in with me, but he did. Once I went in there, they tested me. They did a test. They took like, they put like this Q-tip down there, and to see if it was, you know, my water that had broken, and it came out positive that my water did had break. So I was just like, ah. So then they were like, my OBGYN came in, and he kind of explained to both of us that unfortunately he wasn't going to be delivering my baby because I had to be transferred to Modesto, to a different hospital where they had all the resources to take care of Levi when he was born, because he was going to be a premature baby, and they don't specialize in premature babies here in Tracy. So I had to go to Modesto. Here's a picture of me in the inside the ambulance. The nurse that went with us in the inside the ambulance, like she was super nice. She was keeping me chill. She was just like, don't worry about it. And mind you, like Alvaro wasn't able to come in with me or come with me in the ambulance or follow us, or like to be able to go in the hospital with me, because I was not in labor. My water just had broken, and what the reason why they took me in was because they didn't want me to get an infection, and they didn't want Levi to get it as well. So they just wanted to keep me in medication with all the liquids. And they did a whole bunch of tests. Obviously they did do the COVID test on me, and at the moment I couldn't film anything. I couldn't film when they put the Q-tips down my nose, like nothing. Like I was just super overwhelmed, guys, and Alvaro was not there with me. And I think that was the hardest thing ever, me being in the hospital by myself. It was just such a horrible feeling being by myself and hearing the nurses telling me all the things that were gonna go down, and I just couldn't concentrate on what they were telling me because I was just like, there's so much going on. I can't hear what they're saying because I was so overwhelmed. So I kept asking, like, when can my husband come in? And they kept telling me not until like you're in labor, like when you literally start opening. So I was just like so frustrated. And they were like, once we start inducing you, that's when he can come in. So I was just super bummed. And yes, I reached out to one of my coworkers, sent out an email to tell them that I wasn't going to go into work because obviously I was already gonna give birth and all of that, and they were super shocked. They're at work because of that. Alright, so I kind of started talking, and I didn't tell you guys what products I had been putting on. I did use the Fenty Beauty 190 concealer on my lid. That way I can put that creamy color I put from that ColourPop Cosmetics Nude Mood, which is Bluffin', which is this color, to lock in the color right here in my lid. And then I curled my lashes, put my Apple mascara, and then I am going to apply my lashes from Premium. I think these are New York, and this is how they look. This is Milan, but this is how the box looks. You can find these on Google on Premium. So I'm going to be applying these lashes. I did apply them not too long ago on my eyes already, but I like using them multiple times because that's how good these lashes are, and they're super inexpensive. But yeah, that's what I've done so far. So anyways, let's continue with the story. So then after that, after I contacted one of my co-workers and let her know that I was in labor already and my water had broken, like, she was super shook. Then I did send an email out. My manager did reply and said, okay, you know, he couldn't really do anything about it. So anyways, so right after that, I arrived to the hospital. All the nurses were awesome, although I was super overwhelmed. So yes, I'm gonna give a big old shout out to the nurse team out there because they were just super bomb, guys. Like, if it wasn't for the nurses out there keeping me relaxed and super them being super nice to me, I think I would have gone insane since I was by myself. They knew that I was having a hard time coping with the fact that I was by myself and I didn't have no one by my side, especially because I was freaking out about the fact that this was my first baby I was delivering, like I was having, and then being by myself. I think most of them were mommies and they understood that I was feeling super down because of that. And then on top of that, I was worried about the fact that if Levi was safe, only because they also kept explaining to me that he might have the chance of not breathing on his own, and all these things that premature babies obviously can't do on their own because they're not full-term babies. And I was just like, oh my god, like, I just want my baby to come out okay, and that's all I'm worried about at this point. If I'm by myself and Alvaro can't come in, okay, I can cope with that, but I'm not gonna cope with the fact that my baby's at risk here, you know, because he is early. So I was kind of freaking out because of that, but at the same time I was trying, the nurses were keeping me calm, but at the same time, obviously their job is to tell me the risks, since it is a preemie baby, since it was a Levi was a preemie baby. So I was just like, okay. And Alvaro, obviously, as you guys seen, when I got transferred to Modesto, he was in the parking lot with my sister, waiting for me. And I'm gonna put in the Stay Matte before I jump in. Stay Matte Rimmel London makeup primer to keep my face nice and matte. Just gonna put a little bit. So then Alvaro was in the parking lot, and I did get a little emotional in a call when he called me and he told me, like, you're not alone, we're right outside if you need anything, so just don't worry about it, we're here. And I was just like, okay, you know, but deep inside I was just so bummed, guys, that I was in there by myself. But at the same time, I did feel good because I knew they were right outside. So they were outside, they slept in the car, and I didn't get any updates. I just remember so much liquid coming out from down there, and I couldn't control it. They were changing towel after towel because I was getting all wet and it was all gushy down there. And I was just like, oh my god, like, what? So first night there, obviously, completed night. the nurse, one of the OBGYNs came in, and she told me, or he told me, it wasn't he, my bad. He was like, hey, my name is so and so, just wanted to let you know that we're not going to be able to induce you until some rooms are available. Right now we're not trying to induce you yet. We are controlling the fact that that way you won't get an infection, but we can't induce you at the moment due to rooms not being available. And I was just like, okay, you know, they knew, you guys know what you guys are doing, but I kept asking, like, when can my husband come in, although they kept telling me not until you're induced. And I just kept asking because Alvaro did keep telling me, like, ask him, like, tell him when I can come in, like, don't stop asking. And I did. I kept asking, guys. Went in with my Pixie Beauty Rose Cremamide Cream. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I've been loving this primer as well. I like putting both of these because it kind of keeps it matte but yet not too shiny. So I always mix these two in my face, and my makeup is flawless all day. So sorry, I don't want to keep jumping in, talking, and then I don't tell you guys the makeup steps I'm doing. But anyways, guys, like, right after that, they explained that to me. Like, I kept asking, like, when Alvaro can come in, and they kept telling me not until I got induced. A few hours went past, and as you guys can see, as you guys seen on my birth and delivery vlog, you guys seen that around 6 something they told me that Alvaro was able to come in. Alvaro arrived like around 7, because he did come home and kind of slept for a little bit. And then he went to the store to get snacks, because once he went into the hospital, he was not able to go out at all. So he did go do that, and I was just so happy when he came in. I feel like I relaxed myself way more once he was in there, and I had so much help. Although the nurses were there, I didn't want to be such a needy patient. So Alvaro being there, I'm gonna say, like, a big ol' shout out to him, because the best husband award goes to him, because seriously, he was so supportive. He kept asking me what I wanted, and he was just catering to me so amazingly. And I am so thankful to God for the husband I have, guys, because he was just amazing. But yeah, like, it was, once he was there, once, you know, he was able to go in, they moved us to a different room, the actual delivery room, and they started giving me the pills that were gonna start inducing me. Once they induced the first little pill, let me tell you guys, the inducing pills are like super tiny, like the tiniest pill ever, but they're super strong. It's crazy what a tiny pill can do, guys, because it made me start having contractions like crazy. And the nurses gave me about, I want to say, 6 doses of those pills for me to start getting induced. And it did take six of the pills for me to obviously fully open. And I was like, how much are they gonna give me of this? And I did ask, and they were like, oh, sorry, but we have to give you more. And let me tell you guys what I put on my face. I put Fenty Beauty Pro Filler foundation in the color 220, and that's what I put. I'm gonna go in with my Studio Fix powder from MAC to lock in that foundation. Anyway, so once they moved me to that room, like, I started getting contractions, guys, and I was just like, once I went in there, I was like, I'm getting the epidural no matter what. Like, I don't care, I'm gonna get it, because my pain tolerance is super low. And I was like, nope, I'm gonna get it. And I made up my mind. I don't care what anybody says, or if they say, oh, no aguantaste, or you couldn't do it without the epidural. Everybody's pain tolerance is different. So, all right guys, so then I'm gonna go in with these two concealers, the e.l.f. In medium sand and the 190 in the Fenty Beauty, and I'm gonna put it under my eyes. But yeah guys, like once I got induced, I did tell the nurses right away that I wanted the epidural. So I was opening super fast. They were seeing progress right away, and once I got to 3.5 to 4 centimeters, they did tell me that you know, I was okay with that the epidural guy was gonna come in pretty soon to give me the epidural, because I was in such pain. I can't even describe the pain, guys. Like, I can't. So the I don't know what it's called, like the doctor that gives you the epidural is called. I have it like in the tip of my tongue, but I have no idea. But yeah, he came in, such an awesome doctor. Right after that, I didn't feel anything. I was super relaxed. I literally thought, like, I'm gonna have my baby today, like on July 2nd. And I was just like, yep, he's coming. I can feel it. The nurses were telling me I was making quick progress in opening. So they were like, yeah, like, you've been doing awesome. Your body is you know, doing so good in making this delivery super easy and fast. So I was just like super happy about that. And then once they give me the epidural, another nurse came in, my last nurse, and right after 4, I believe I was open. I think I was open up to 7 when that last nurse came in, and she's like, okay, to speed up the process, I am going to be putting a peanut ball in between your legs. That way you can open really, really quick, and we can have a baby in a few hours. So I was just like, okay. So then so Miss Boyas, like, ask for the peanut ball, because that peanut ball, at least for me, and it reacted super quick. It opened me up to 10 like that. Like, not even, I think 30 minutes passed by, and I opened super, super quick. So then I just remember feeling this pressure down there, like Levi's head was coming down. Like, I was like, Alvaro, like, I feel pressure, as you guys seen on my delivery video. I kept telling him I felt pressure down there. Alvaro was super upset because the last nurse I had, she kept saying like, oh, I'll be back, and I was just like, no, I'm ready to pop already. Like, I feel pressure, like I feel like he's coming. So right after that, when I felt super like a lot of pressure, I told Alvaro, like, Alvaro was like, okay, let's call the nurse, like, now. So he did. And then once we called them, the nurse was like, okay, she's ready, she's at 10, it's go time. So once that happened, we were waiting. The nurses prepared everything for me to start pushing. But unfortunately, the OBGYN that delivered my baby was nowhere to be found. She literally took forever, guys, and Alvaro was super upset that she wasn't showing up, and I literally had to push so bad. Like, although you get the epidural, you feel this pressure, like you have to push. So I was just like, oh my god, like, she needs to come now. Like, I feel so much pressure, like I need to push. So Alvaro kept telling me, like, push it out, like, if you have to push, but the nurses kept telling me, no, don't push, we don't want you to tear. And at the end of the day, I teared. So I was like, you know, when you want to poop, like, I was like kind of like holding back the fact that I wanted to push and bring Levi out, guys. So I just remember telling Alvaro, like, I need to push. The OBGYN was not coming, and then after that, like, the OBGYN was like, you need to, when she came in, like, she was like, you need to build let the contractions build up for you to be able to push. So I'm like, why? So I wasn't able to push yet, and the only thing is, like, I teared at the end of the day. So I was like, I was going by all these instructions I was getting, but you know, the amount of how much I wanted to push was insane. And I was just like, man, like, I need to push, like, you know. So I was just pretty like at the end when she told me, oh, when I heard like, oh, can you guys write down that she has a 2nd-degree tear, like, I was like, I still teared, like, you guys didn't make me push for this reason of me not tearing. So once Levi was in the NICU, Alvaro showed me all these pictures and videos and told me he was 6 pounds 2 ounces, that he looked pretty good. The nurses were saying, like, he is a premature baby, but he does not look like one because he was the right weight. He was holding his own temperature, so he didn't have to be with the like, kind of like a heater, and then he was doing pretty good at first, eating on his own. So I was trying to avoid him getting the feeding tube, but they ended up putting the feeding tube in. But yeah, like, that is literally how everything went down. And as you guys seen, the hardest thing was going home, getting discharged, and not bringing my baby home. But what I want to say, guys, is, like, if your baby needs to stay in the hospital for a couple of reasons and you're getting discharged already, I feel your pain, but do understand the fact that the nurses and doctors are doing their best for you to take your baby nice and healthy home, and you not being concerned in anything bad happening, you know, that you can't control. So I didn't understand that at first. I was just super mad at the world because I was seeing other girls giving birth that I followed, and I was just like, why can they take their baby and not me? I was just so mad. I had all this anger piled up because I couldn't bring Levi home, but everybody kept reminding me, like, Levi needs to stay. After a while, I kind of just, you know, understood that, and I was just like, he needs to stay over there because he needs to get better at doing things that a full-term baby does naturally, because Levi was never sick. Thank God he never had like anything major that we were concerned of. It was more like they were training him how to eat, how to they were monitoring him in keeping his own temperature, and just being able to do things that a full-term baby was able to do on its own. So Levi was never sick. He was a healthy baby, and I was super thankful for that. So that is something that I am so thankful to God, because he was nice and healthy. It was just things he had to get better at. So when I used to go to the feedings, guys, it was just so hard for me because I would leave and leave him there laying in his incubator or whatever it's called, but I was just keeping strong for him, you know. But there was this time that I broke down because it was just so hard. I was being strong for so long, especially because I had a whole situation at work when I was pregnant, and I felt so angry. I felt all this anger, guys, that obviously I'll tell you guys the story once I'm ready of what happened at my job and everything. So right after that, like, I accepted the fact that Levi had to stay in the hospital. And alright guys, so I quick update on my makeup. I kind of just kept talking. I put my highlighter, Old Darling by MAC, and then on the under eye I put the color Moody, and then Wink Wink on my tear duct, and then I put mascara on my bottom lashes. And then I'm gonna go in with light brown. I don't know what kind of lip liner this is, but I just found it on my makeup. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting that with my usual lippy, which is Morphe True Story, and then I'm gonna top it off with Morphe Taunt. Anyway, so once I think the hardest thing, guys, was the fact that Alvaro's grandma passed away, and he literally got a flight to go to Mexico. And I thought I was gonna be okay with him leaving, but I broke the heck down, because I was just like, I can't do this on my own. So he ended up staying. So then he ended up staying, and he didn't leave. So he stayed here with me because I told him, like, I don't think I can do it on my own. Going to his feedings, it's super hard going without you. And although I felt super selfish because his grandma was passing away, or passed away, I know that Alvaro really wanted to go see his grandma before, well, you know, say the last goodbye, because he didn't go while she was alive because I was pregnant and he didn't want to leave, and then obviously not be there if my water did break, which it did. And I just felt super selfish once he stayed, and we cried together. He stayed for me and just said, I understand, like, this is not the time for me to leave because Levi is not home yet, and I totally understand the fact that you can't do this on your own, you know. And I was trying to be strong for him to go, but I couldn't, guys. I totally broke down. So I felt super bad because he ended up not going to his grandma's funeral, and I feel super bad, but at the same time, like, I did need my husband here. And yeah, guys, it was a selfish thing of me to tell him to stay, but at the same time, like, I needed him. I needed his support. And then on top of that, I couldn't have visitors here, like my mom and my dad, yet, because they didn't want to kind of, like, you know, come over because it wasn't time since the coronavirus is going on and stuff. Alright, guys, so that is my makeup. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was more like a me, like, telling you guys my birth and delivery video. So how me and Alvaro have been doing? We've been doing great. Only thing is that we haven't really slept, guys. It's been like the hardest thing because we're so used to sleeping in sometimes, especially on Sundays when Alvaro was off, or Tuesdays. If I was off, if there was a holiday or something, or any time that we had the chance to be able to sleep in. But rather than that, we've been doing great. Levi has been doing great as well. How have I been coping with the fact that I have a newborn and sometimes I can't get the help that I can? At the end of the day, I feel like Levi is all worth it, and I just feel like I've been doing great, and Levi has been doing great. Alvaro has been doing great. So I know it's a crazy world out there right now, especially because of the whole coronavirus, and then on top of that, there's just so many crazy things going on right now in the world. But I'm keeping my positive, and although I do have my downer days, I do have my days where I'm just like, no, like I have my beautiful baby at home. He's healthy, he's good. So I feel super grateful, and I just go on with my day, and I do what I can, and I try to be as good of a mother as I can, and that's how it's been going. And yeah, Levi has been doing super good, growing super fast. Bittersweet, I just took out this whole thing of newborn preemie clothes that I had bought for him, or that I got in my baby shower, and just super sad because my baby's growing so fast, guys. Like, he's growing, he's getting super chunky too. He has like the most amazing cheeks that I love kissing. But yeah, he's been doing great, and I've been doing good. Although, only thing is, I do sometimes feel discouraged because my body, and the fact that I have not lost more weight. I lost 30 pounds because I did go to my postpartum appointment. Through my whole pregnancy, guys, I gained 50 pounds. Right? So much. But I am thankful because due to those 50 pounds that I gained, it helped my Levi get out of the hospital in a week. Okay, like he was a good baby, a good size amount of a baby. So I don't regret pigging out the way I used to pig out. But I'm gonna show you guys my postpartum body. Let me see, I was 40 days on August 12th, so it's my 55th postpartum day or whatever. Like, I'm gonna show you guys my body real quick. Ever since baby Levi, I'm wearing my Spanx right now, but this is my body. Obviously my boobs are super humongous still because I am breastfeeding, and my boobs are getting super low. They're super low. And belly wise, that's my belly. I'm not sucking it in or nothing, but that's my belly. It has gone down a little bit, not so much. I feel like I still need to work on this body, guys, because I want all this to be gone. But yeah, guys, like, this is my body right now, okay? And although sometimes I feel discouraged because I'm not losing weight, as much weight as other girls, I feel okay, and I'm telling myself, and I'm coping with that, like, Miriam, it's okay. Be proud of your body, of what it helped you create, and that was baby Levi. So yes, sometimes I do feel discouraged seeing all these girls that had babies the same month as I did, and they lost weight like that, and their stomach's super flat already and everything. But I'm like, no, I'm not gonna discourage myself and compare myself to anyone, because my body is my body, and the way that my body is, I'm gonna give it its time. And till this day, I still do not feel like myself, guys. I'm working on that, but we're working on ourselves, and I know it's gonna take longer, or a few more days, for me to fully feel like myself. So yeah, guys, pretty much that is everything. I've lost 30 pounds because in my postpartum appointment, that's what they told me, that I lost 30 pounds. So I want to lose 20 or 30 more, but my goal is to lose some of my arms, my tummy, and work on my legs as well, because they're super thick. Swellingness on my feet obviously it's gone, because I'm not retaining water like I used to. But yeah, guys, like, that's it. That's all I wanted to update you guys in. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, and you guys want me to make more videos, or you guys miss my videos of me getting ready makeup wise, comment down below. Also, let me know if you guys have any more questions for me. But with all that being said, las quiero bien mucho, mis pollas. I missed you guys so much, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys on my next video. Mwah.
deeper in the sea.